No! We are so muddy, dude.
Oh my god.
Very windy night. We are making our way to the castle right now. Oh, it's pretty airy, the atmosphere. No way. There's water.
Yeah. I think we have to walk in, man. It's the only possible way to come here.
Literally, guys, the only way to reach this castle properly is by crossing the lake over here.
Well,
we have to cross the ditch, man. Oh man. Well guys, if we want to document this place for you, this is literally our only way. Don't look to my socks, by the way. Okay bro, we gotta do this. And it's probably ice cold as well, it's winter season.
let's go. Yes, we have to do it quick.
Alright, go for it. Ah! Oh man. Okay, now it's my turn. No! 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 We are so muddy, dude.
Oh my god.
Okay, maybe we had to do it more cautious, but
Yeah,
okay.
True.
Well, let's go to the castle right now. So guys, please already hit that big thumbs up, because you saw what we had to do to reach this place and film it for you. Leave that thumbs up now.
Welcome back to Explomo. We just came inside of this very historical abandoned castle back in France again. And wow, we already did a quick look around and
There's a bed.
oh shit.
Oh, out of nowhere. Okay, we haven't seen any beds during the quick guide around.
No, we didn't see him yet. Okay.
Well, and that's probably because the place is wide open, but let's tell something about the history.
Yeah, well, this place was actually built in the 12th century. That is a long time ago. And we don't know if these people had an Asian background, but they definitely had an Asian influence inside of here with the interior. It's not all typical French, and I really want to find out who lived here. So, let's say, mask on, and let's go.
So let's just start off in the first room. We immediately see a beautiful upside piano over here from Pleyel. It's a quite well-known brand for pianos. This one was probably built a century ago. And some keys are still working and not broken, which is quite impressive. Over here, let's guess this was one of the inhabitants of this castle, or maybe one of the ancestors.
Some decorations.
And over there, majestic fireplace, actually. Very neat stove. It's from the brand Phoebus.
And above, it's very Very old-fashioned iron. They're always so heavy. This is actually a newer one.
Take a look at the stone design of this fireplace. We have a flower emblem over here. But unfortunately it's also damaged.
Yeah.
At a lot of sides.
It's also really sad is look over here. This painting, it just fell off.
Yeah. The cover of this picture is just broken. And I don't know if this happened by nature or people did this. But in the last case, it will be utterly sad to such a beautiful historical place. Well then over here.
We have this huge billiard or pool table.
Yeah, this is a massive one.
And this was a pool table. It doesn't have the holes in it.
It's almost completely covering the room. Imagine that. And then, right behind us is another upside piano. This was probably an older one.
You can tell that it's just sinking to the ground. It's not standing right anymore.
So sad to see this beautiful musical masterpiece left to decay. Over here the first Asian artifact. And the last piece of music. Still displayed. Actually, what is this device over here?
I don't know. Really. Well, if you know it, leave it down in the comment section. We both have no clue.
It's actually from Reims, that's a certain city in France, from the brand Emile Menesson. I never heard of it. I think it's a very specific type.
Yeah, and then let's do the test. This one is also working.
Yeah, but the tunes are very false.
Yeah. Besides that, look at the beautiful red chair over here.
Well, talking about beautiful, these doors look quite unique. Oh, what happened here? A lot of the chairs and a lot of furniture has just been placed on one side of this room. And right next to me, looks like this used to be the holder of a clock, but the actual clock is not present anymore. Anyways, we are entering another room in this chateau, as they say in France. And there is a huge dining table in the middle. So let's guess that this was the dining room where they would invite all their guests.
Yeah. And indeed, all the chairs are just over there. It's really sad to see actually. And remember that we said it had to do something with an Eastern interior. Look.
I don't know if those are Chinese symbols, but they look like.
And then I'm also really curious. Is that a dead bed?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a dead bed.
That looks disgusting, man.
Yeah, there's also insects on it. But apart from the disgusting bed, right left from it, this is very unique. Take a look at this stove. Unbelievable. And this is a very, very expensive piece.
This is detailed.
You will only see stoves like this in very luxurious castles.
From very wealthy people. You can definitely tell.
Nowadays you won't see a coal stove like this anymore, and all the coal stoves that do still exist, they are all converted into gas stoves.
Over there, exact the same one.
Yeah, it's exactly the same one. Or maybe it's saying something different, but again, the Chinese symbols.
We can't translate them, unfortunately. Oh, you see this?
Yeah, this is a game in France.
Jeu de boule.
Could be, or something else.
Yeah.
I remember somebody commented to us and said it was a very specific game. Isn't it saying on the box? If we turn it upside down?
Wait, otherwise the stuff is gonna fall out.
Ideal Micro. Probably a brand name.
Yeah.
But it can be Jeu de Boule, of course.
Well, if it's something else, leave it down in the comment section.
Also all this china here in this cabinet which is displayed.
And that was in here. I guess just some tools indeed. Don't you think they tried to fix this up a long time ago?
Well, at least I hope they did.
Yeah, because this place is beautiful.
This looks like it was used as a bed, but I don't think it belonged inside of this room. Those are some very antique chairs. This one looks very plain, but still, those are really old pieces. And then, entering the next room, immediately in the left corner, we see an exclusive piece of furniture, a chaise longue. Very French, as the name says already, but then take a look right left from it. This is absolutely unique. I like the red colors of this room, it gives just a warm feeling.
Yeah. I also get the feeling that this was like a reading room because of the bookshelf and just...
A relaxation and
Yeah.
reading room, yeah. I think you are completely right about that. But what I find very unique in this room is especially the size of that mirror.
And
unbelievable.
the details on it.
Yeah, just how they carved out this wood. Oh my gosh. The angels on top. All the wood carvings.
And then again some beautiful paintings on the left.
Yeah. Looks like a very classic one. There's a huge book here on the table. What would it probably have been?
I have no clue.
It's from 1849.
Really?
Yeah, it is saying here on this date at least. This page is about 16th of April 1849. But what might be even more interesting is to show the cover of this book, because that looked really unique. Take a look. Nowadays you will only see books like this in a Harry Potter movie. Such a marvelous statue over here. And then, this also looks quite Eastern, right?
Yeah.
The sofa. But why is there a tree just laying here in the middle of the ground?
I have no clue.
Probably it was an ornament, but it's just fallen down. And this was definitely one of the family ancestors, and maybe one of the past occupants as well of the chateau. Oh my. Like we told, the reading room. And take a look here in this bookshelf. Only the design already. Take a look on these details. But then again, we found a huge Harry Potter book. But those all look very, very old. 1862.
Nah.
1847.
These are very old, man. These are real historical art pieces.
It's unbelievable. Like, they are just pristinely left there in this shelf. Like they were not touched ever since. They were
decay.
bought.
Yeah. Only decay did their job.
Where you can also see the sticks of the pool table. And even more books. Unbelievable. This looks like a very old piece. And it's completely decayed as well. Those books are even eaten by insects.
Alright, so currently I guess we're in the hallway. This was the main hallway, and as you can tell they definitely tried to lock this up, but a long time ago. And I also found out about the last owner who lived there. Her name was Madame Bonnier.
So that's actually the last family which used to live here in this castle. I think it was passed on from generation to generation, but eventually there was no inheritance, or the upkeep of this place was just unreasonably expensive to maintain it. And that's how it got lost ever since.
Ah, that's bad.
Yeah, you heard it in my voice. Bad. Oh no. Close the door.
Yeah, close the door, please. Close the door.
Okay. It's sad to see all these antique pieces of furniture just going to waste. Most of them even being damaged. Like nobody cares about this anymore. Which is really a shame. Of course it's not really valuable anymore because it's damaged that badly. But still, it's sad to find out. Anyways, right over here, you can already see that it's very windy in here. No guys, those are no ghosts. Maybe some people believe in paranormal activities, but in this case it's explained by the window just being wide open, and it's very windy this night. So right over here, all the pans, the little furnace. Take a look on the size of this massive Engelkoek fireplace. Wow. So these people definitely didn't make their own dishes. We found a lot of servant quarters on the upstairs floors, which we are about to cover as well for you. But what I wanted to say is these people definitely had servants working for them and preparing all the dishes. Old sink here. And it's crazy how all the tools and equipment of the kitchen are still hanging here. So what we know is that this castle is abandoned for 20 years already, which is a long time, and the decay is explainable because if the upkeep hasn't been done properly during the years, it's just in a very bad state of disrepair. Okay, so we're trying to dodge the bed.
Oh, it's the wine. I thought it was the bed. Alright. Yeah, this is very tight, but it will fit. Well, yeah, the bed is in that room.
Oh wow. So now we've actually entered the main hallway. Wow. Take a look on the size and the height of these doors. Then an iconic staircase which is going up. Well, let's make our way one level up. Such a strange color actually
Yeah.
to paint your walls in a chateau like this.
What is actually really cool, I don't know if you can see it on the sides. Everywhere are these very historical drawings actually.
Yeah, and they look indeed very historical. Man, this even looks from medieval time, like it's a picture, it's not drawn, but still. Looks like medieval emblems, medieval family symbols.
Yeah. Well, shall we first enter this side?
Well, we can enter it from the other side eventually, but this is going up and we can make another round.
Table over here, some eau de toilette.
Pour monsieur, it's saying, so for men. Unbelievable. Well, it's about time we enter the first room on this floor.
Let's have a look. Oh, wow.
Oh my.
This is a beautiful bedroom.
Yeah, a really beautiful bedroom. And a really big one as well.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine having such a big bedroom. Mine is not even a quarter of it. So there is a baby bed, but as well this bed, which is really beautiful.
Yeah, this looks really royal. This must have been from the head owners of the castle, definitely.
This looks like a very old painting of a woman. Let's assume that she was one of the family ancestors. Over here, a religious artifact and some chest pieces. This cabinet is just unique. I mean, take a look at all these tiny carvings. It's so detailed. Even the lugs have a certain pattern.
I think I actually never saw such a beautiful one.
Yeah, it's so unique, and you tend to miss it out because it's such a fine way of detail. Oh my gosh. Like, each different door is actually telling some kind of story.
Yeah, it looks like it's a sort of roleplay story. And it has to do something with knights. This is a very old-fashioned castle.
Oh, over here is actually another chaise longue. And this one is way more beautiful than the other one, which we found downstairs. And also much older. Then just take a look over here. Again.
Beautiful marble fireplace,
Yeah.
indeed. Again. And this one? Isn't this one also downstairs?
Yeah, this is the man which was displayed on the painting in the reading room.
Yeah.
And then on the marble fireplace, we can find some little artifacts. Take a look at this wooden statue. But this is really funny. This is actually a traditional Dutch way of dressing yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, take a look on this calendar. 1943, and the last date was the 4th of November. It hasn't been touched ever since. It's sad to see the state of disrepair of this place. And besides, of course, also some traces of vandalism. But still, is in a very reasonable state to explore. Actually, it's really fascinating. Wow, the antique chair over here. Another gorgeous piece, being upholstered as well. And right left from it is actually another old stove, quite a tiny one. So right over here they could hang up some jackets, and then left from the other bedroom there was another shared bedroom, a typical French sleigh bed. This looks like they were trying to fix this place up,
Yeah.
like Raymond already mentioned.
And then look on the ground. Also, not typical French.
No. Well, take a look on this beauty of bed.
Wow. I didn't even saw the details yet.
It's quite unique, but it's strange how all the beds are different from each other. We found a sleigh bed, we found a wooden bed, and this one again, it's much different. Probably this was the bed from the child. Again, another marble fireplace.
And that's actually what is on top of it. It's really cool.
You won't see it with your naked eye, but this is actually painted glass, painted by hand.
You can see it on this side. This is how it should have looked.
Well, oh my, that's actually so special.
And then it's so sad to see that it's just been broken.
Split in two halves. So right now we're making our way to a pretty ordinary part. And some people with a lot of knowledge about these old historical castles probably know what I'm wanting to say. This was just a plain bedroom. Not majestic at all, not luxury at all. No, this was for a servant. And you can tell it was only a plain mattress, then just some sheets, and that's everything they had. Well, of course, enough to sleep, to wash themselves, but they didn't live a very luxurious life.
No. It's actually so sad.
Yeah, sometimes it's just unfair actually if you are thinking about it.
Yeah.
Once you have money, you are mighty, but once you haven't, yeah, there's just other people who actually decide about you, what steps you have to take in your life, because you're dependent.
Yeah, I get what you say, and this is definitely something historical, so let's all be lucky together that this just doesn't exist anymore. Well, at least we don't know about it. Okay, let's walk to the second side on the first floor and have a look. Well, I don't know. This is a really nice bed, but it doesn't look as luxurious as the other ones, isn't it?
Well, we can tell that the French sleigh bed definitely belonged to one of the family members. But then what's quite controversial is,
This bed.
yeah, it's so opposite from the other one. An iron bed, very plain, and honestly I don't think it belonged originally inside of this room. Looks like an Asian god. A lot of magazines also over here on this chair.
And then this is a really old toy. Even the wheel is just broken.
Well, in this bedroom had their own private bathroom, but was literally only a mirror and a sink. So indeed, not very luxurious. There's even some grooming products in this cabinet still left. So strange to imagine that was actually from the last family who lived inside of this place. And also the cabinet hanging upside down. So then if we walk down the corridor, there's actually a bigger bathroom over here. With a bathtub as well. Again, some grooming products. A sink with even the toothbrush and the toothpaste just still laying there. Well,
Yeah. Water is not working anymore. I can't even twist it. It's so
no.
stuck.
And somehow it also seems quite logic. In this place the water is just turned off.
Yeah. You know what I'm asking myself is these people who eventually lived over here, and let's say a common thing about most of the castles, isn't it logic that people nowadays just can't afford these things anymore? And I can only imagine that these people who lived in here only used a couple of rooms and they left the other rooms to decay.
It's true, it's all about the upkeep cost as well.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, and that's the only logic reason I can imagine why these places become completely abandoned. Because this over here is yet another bedroom.
Yeah, and to get back to you, it's not only the upkeep, but imagine all the electricity costs to keep this place nice and warm in the winters.
Not only that, man, come on. There are so many other things, it's
Those
so
are
insane.
astronomical prices.
Yeah.
Anyways, indeed, another bedroom. Take a look. There's another book, a little one over here. And you can tell that the last family also was religious. They were Roman Catholics. Jesus Christ on the cross. Apparently, I think this was a map from the area we are in.
Well, guess where we are. I will give you €1,000.
Good luck. And also this bedroom and a private bathroom with a shower cabin over here. So strange how the toilet paper is still there and even a towel is still hanging here. It was supposed to dry, but it was left ever since 20 years ago. Well, it's time to go to the final floor of this historical property, neglected somewhere in the countryside of France. A large collection of magazines. Take a look how many of them. And those are very well known magazines.
1910.
We have found l'illustration, which is a name, so many times before. Most of them are about science and art.
And just the revolution of Earth.
And architecture as well. Sad to see that the spinning wheel has been damaged and it's just laying here on the final floor. right over here. This was an attic.
And indeed for storage. A lot of it.
They used to store a lot of things here. The boxes, but also all the rests of the antique furniture.
Yeah.
There's so many wood rests of furniture here. Oh,
Do you really
What?
think this is from a medieval weapon?
I don't know, but that's crazy, dude. We've never found this before.
No. Oh, look.
I actually don't know their English name, but everyone, I think, is familiar with these things.
Yeah, definitely everyone is familiar with these.
A chain with these two spiky balls made from metal. Well, they are not very sharp anymore.
No.
I guess you're lucky with that. There are literally magazines of the l'illustration from the 19th century everywhere. This place would be a dream for a collector of these old magazines. And this was definitely another servant quarter. So many beds. This looks quite childish. And I think it was made for a child who would eventually sleep here. So maybe this was not a servant quarter, but just 3 beds in a shared bedroom for 3 of their childs. And I guess inside of this box used to be a music instrument, but unfortunately it has been taken out. So over here are a lot of books, very tiny ones. I think those were tiny children's books to educate the children, who I assume slept there, but correct me if I'm wrong. Little desk, and even more books. Man, so many paperwork just going to waste.
Yeah. It's really sad to see. Mostly this one. This one immediately took my eye because of the colors.
Was it a puzzle book?
Labyrinths.
Yeah, it was a puzzle book for a child.
Oh look, he eventually did them.
Oh yeah, you can see the pencil line. Man, that's really sad.
Yeah.
Wondering if these actual children who were raised up here are still alive.
I don't know. I actually think they are.
Okay, so a rather dark room. Turns out to have a piano. And this one looks very antique. But then also in front of it to play the piano, this is another Asian influence. An elephant chair. And that's not the first elephant chair we find, but I think this one is much more antique and was bought on the Asian market decades and decades ago. So, would there be a brand name on this piano? I'm curious. There isn't.
No. Wait, can you open this up? Oh, look.
Wow.
Well, then comes the question. No, it's not
No.
working anymore.
Apparently all the keys are broken. Well, we still have quite some plain rooms to go. And those were definitely also servant rooms. I mean, you can tell. Take a look, this is literally the only thing they had. And that's where we close another chapter, another historical castle being explored by us. I just really hope this place fascinated you as much as it did to us.
Yeah, this was a very stunning place, as Moreno indeed told, very historical, and I'm actually really curious what happened with the occupant owners. And yeah, as you saw through the video, we tried to do some theoretical explanation of what could have happened. Unfortunately, we will never know, but we are very thankful that we could explore this today.
And we were very thankful that we also had the opportunity to learn more about this family, but also the beautiful property they used to own. After all, you know what to do. Please leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, of course. Otherwise, if you don't like it, guys, also be fair to us down in the comment section. And yeah, if you don't know us yet, my name is Moreno.
My name is Raymond.
And we are Explomo. And twice a week we explore places like this for you, share it with you. And yeah, by the way, if you saw it, we are wearing our own merchandise. So if you want to support us, please consider shopping some merchandise, or you can become a Patreon for as little as $2 a month. It supports us a lot and helps us to explore more places and also improve the quality. And we have many trips planned. We want to go to other countries. This summer we want to do Asia. So guys, we need your help, please. And after all, thank you for watching, and we will see you on our next adventure.
Peace out.